YouTube. So, my name is Marcos. I am going to start a video channel for mushroom growing, for all different types of mushroom growing. This is my first time on YouTube, first time making a video, so bear with me, I apologize, but this is kind of my intro. So I got into mushrooms for multiple reasons, one of which was composting, but I ended up trying to grow commercially and realize the potential in it. So now I've never really made it officially pro status, so now this is going to be my chance at actually doing it. And that's what this YouTube channel is going to be about, is you guys are going to get to watch me choke on everything to learn how to do this the proper way. So when I started, just to give you a quick intro, let me show you guys what I got so far. For right now, I just moved to Grants Pass, Oregon. I've been here for a month and a half, and this is my first chance at actually setting up my grow operation for hopefully profit. We'll see how that goes. So I already have, I'm coming from a place called Brookings, Oregon, which is on the coast, which weather there was tremendous. It was awesome for mushroom growing. So I have already have a head start on everything, and I want to get you guys, I'm literally, this is day one of setting up my grow op, and I want you guys to see it so that we can get comments on stuff. Sorry, lighting sucks right now, I just realized that. So, but we can get comments on stuff, and we can kind of try to tackle some of these rumors together with everybody. Things from contamination to proper products to use, to strains, to everything. So let me show you a little bit of what I got. I'm just going to give you guys, this is a brief intro, and let me see how to take this off of selfie mode. Alright, sorry about that. I had to actually shut off the video to switch over to other mode instead of selfie mode. So here we go. This is what I got so far, literally packed up, haven't even unpacked it all. We got a tote here with multiple different products. What we got here is some, let me see what we got, I don't even know. Got jars of lion's mane. Cool. This is on Douglas fir. So that's one of my questions that I'm trying to tackle with this channel, is what kind of wood works with what kind of mushrooms. Well, these, I know they're all lion's mane. They're in little baby jars. I don't know, you can't really see the mycelium in there too much, but it's in there. They're growing. This is a huge tote of bags. Not important. Not important. So we got all these little jars in here. And we got these other bags in here. This is actually wood pellets. Or not pellets, dowels. Sorry. Those have not taken off on me for some reason. I don't know about that, so we're going to talk about that. This is barley. It did work. Didn't work very good. The type of strain I used for that was Blue Oyster. Yeah, Blue Pearl Oysters. Here's another lion's mane. This one looks really good. Alright. Look at all this though. That's just the start of it. Here's my cooking pot. Here's my toads. There's a brick of shiitake that I believe is on lion's mane. Here's another brick of shiitake, or not lion's mane, sorry. That is on oak, I'm pretty sure. Sorry. This is on mesquite, and it's shiitake. I got these guys. Here's some pearl oysters. These are blue oysters, actually. You can see inside the bag they're still growing. Can't really see that well. This camera sucks. But this medium is actually coffee grain. Coffee grain and Douglas, actually. Here are a bunch of buckets with dead mushrooms growing out of them. You can see all the holes in there. This one was spawning. You can see it looks, they're fully not contaminated, fully inoculated. I apologize. Kind of scatterbrained right now. I'm literally just running through all this stuff in my mind, trying to figure out what to do and what to not do. So here's the problem, is a bunch of you guys are going to freak out, because obviously contamination is number one for any mushroom grower. And, well, all these are technically contaminated. I, myself, want to see if contamination really does matter. Obviously it matters. There is a lot of things that matter. It could poison your food. It could make it grow funny. It could make it not give you a good output of growth. Oh, look at this. Check that out, guys. I actually have mushrooms growing out of, those are blue oysters. And again, we're also talking about, I'm also going to try to tackle about growing conditions. This is hickory with blue oysters. This is blue oyster with rye and alfalfa and hickory, August 3rd. I have the tape over them because I was doing that to try to keep them from spawning, trying to stop them from spawning. Didn't really work out that well. It just actually bled through the tape. Blue oyster, blue oyster, blue oyster. Mainly the main ones I have that are doing good are blue oyster, pearl oyster, and shiitake. Lion's mane I'm having some trouble with. Having a lot of trouble with pink oysters, and I mean there's a lot of stuff to think about because there is obviously temperature, there's humidity, there's contamination, airflow, there's all kinds of stuff. And as you guys, if you guys know, whether you're beginners or advanced, if you don't already know, it's definitely going to rewrite your whole rule book. Now what I have over here is, if you notice, I have a tote right there. And this guy is way over here. Those guys, some of those guys are contaminated, but it's very minor. What I'm finding is mushrooms, as long as they inoculate the medium good enough, they will actually fight off contamination, mold, other things. Now that's where you get into your stipulations as far as whether it's healthy, whether it's not, whether it ruins your runs, or, you know, all different kinds of stuff. But this guy over here, these guys are fully contaminated. I don't know if you guys can tell, but those colors are all bad. There's mold, there's black mold, and there's mycelium growing in them, you know. But there's black mold. There's veins that didn't really do that well, and I'm starting to see that that could possibly be nutritional value. There's not enough nutritional value in the wood, because again, when I first started, I just started grabbing sawdust and throwing it in bags and throwing mycelium into it. I've been doing this for quite a few years, I'd say about 8 to 10, just as a hobby. Mainly started on YouTube. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this channel, is because all the channels that when I started were not very helpful. They'd give you basic, simple instructions. You know, you'd have to have all kinds of different equipment, freaking vacuum scrubbers, all kinds of stuff, humidity control, airflow fans, all kinds of stuff. It was more of a weed growing operation. Nowadays, people are actually starting to do it as a industry, and so we're going to tackle, I'm going to let you guys know what I know, what I learned that isn't available on YouTube so far, and you guys will hopefully let me know what really matters and what doesn't matter. Maybe I can get a hold of some guys. By the way, some shout outs to Fungi Perfecti. Fungi Perfecti has been helping me out quite a bit. There's Mossy Oak Mushrooms, I think, that I've been watching. I'm part of the subscribe to their channel. They're doing awesome. There's another girl that is a real estate agent. I don't remember her name right now. She is doing killer. My old hometown. I'm from Red Bluff, California. That's, I believe, out of Oroville. They would killer mushrooms, killer grow kits. You guys are all amazing. Thank you guys for all the help that you guys can. If it wasn't for you guys having the YouTube channels, I wouldn't be doing this one today. So, do got some more stuff in the garage I want to show you guys. Let me pause this and we'll pick right back up. Alright guys, so here's the garage. I don't know if the lighting's very well for you guys, but here's the start of some more mushrooms that I got. You can see the dead mushrooms growing out of them. Some of these were already spawning, some of them weren't. Kind of hesitant to show you inside of it, because the first thing you're going to see in this bucket is that ugliness right there. That is definitely contamination. This is the reason why we're doing this channel. This was perfectly fine. It fruited three spawns, or whatever you call it, 3 flushes, and then this popped up. Because of my move, I ended up having to shut down, pause my grow room, and then, you know, took me about 2.5, 3 months to be able to move, do everything I needed to do. And so I'm picking it up now, and I'm realizing there's still contamination issues. So this guy's going to go out into a sealed grow area by itself, so we can do some experimenting. Down here, as you can tell with the buckets, I have multiple different types of buckets. I went and bought some. Went to grocery stores to get icing buckets, all kinds of stuff. You can see some mushrooms growing out of that one. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I got a couple more. There's my fish tank. Like I said, I literally, this is my first day going over and realizing, starting the process of my mushroom grow room. We're in the garage at the moment. It's really tiny, so I can't grow inside. We're gonna do an outdoor grow. Here's some more up here. This one's on rye. And this is just rye with a 12-hour soak. And this was cold pasteurization. That's the thing, is I'm not doing one method or another. I'm comparing all the methods, and I want to see what happens, what really makes it tick. I do cold pasteurization. I use calcium hydroxide. I've boiled. I've all kinds of stuff. And so half of these are cold water. Some of them are not even sterilized. Other ones are they've been completely boiled over. I'll get into that once we get into more. There's some more dowels and stuff that I have for dowel plugs, which I haven't really gotten very good at. Can't see that well. There's a box of jars down there, and then there's a jar right here. There's my pressure cooker. Of course, I pressure cook some of them too, just to see, my jars. There's a million different techniques that I've been using, that I've been pretty much getting on YouTube, seeing what everybody does, trying it out, and seeing what is the easiest, lowest maintenance possible way to do everything. So that's kind of what my goal is this is a little more advanced growing technique. I'm pretty aware of everything. I don't know everything about it. I don't know how all the techniques work, but I know a lot of all the techniques, and I'm kind of mixing and matching to kind of adapt, because I've been noticing in different climates, different areas, there's different needs for different strains. There's temperature, and then of course there's incubation period times, your material, how dense your material is, how long it'll take to inoculate all the way. Whether you do need airflow, whether you don't. I've like I said, kind of in this period, we just kind of witnessed that earlier today. I went out to my buckets and I've seen them growing out in the middle of nowhere, just sitting outside. They've been sitting there for a month and a half. They've obviously climatized and started producing. So I do believe that there is a lot of misinterpretation as far as how strict growing mushrooms can be, because yes, it is very intensely labor involved. It's just, there's so much to making sure everything is sterile, making sure everything is the right type of conditions, everything. And so we're going to find out what it is that every mushroom really needs, and the rest of it is really just assistance in helping it get there faster. So thank you. We'll talk to you guys soon.